could be a lot of pressure. We have new responsibilities and complications in our life. It is easy to feel overwhelmed sometimes, but some individuals feel sadness and hopelessness that just won't go away. Even small problems may seem like too much to handle. This kind of persistent sadness is called depression, and it is a serious issue. People who have intense feelings of hopelessness, sadness, and emotional pain will often think of suicide. Amber was an 18-year-old who committed suicide. She was in a toxic relationship and isolated herself from her friends and family. When she broke up, she believed that killing herself was the only way to end her misery. She made no attempt to ask for help or talk to anyone.
How to deal with suicidal thoughts. 1. Don't spend the night alone. When you're suicidal, it will be tempting to isolate yourself and to lock yourself in a room. But the thing about depression is that the darkness will welcome you. But this only makes you vulnerable to believe your negative thoughts. Therefore, call up your family, friends or lover. Tell them how you're feeling. Having company around can do wonders for you. 2. Cut off ties from all toxic people. Keeping toxic people in your life can actually kill you. If someone is abusing you physically or mentally or emotionally, please call the police for help. Your life might drastically change if your family members or partner are the toxic ones, but you will realize later that they are putting you in more pain than they are supporting you. 3. Make a list of all your accomplishments. Look at how far you've come. We're often so obsessed over perfection instead of focusing on what we've achieved. Striving for perfection doesn't allow you to be human, so embrace your flaws, failures and downfalls. 4. Practice positive mantras or coping statements like I will get through this. This is my depression talking, not me. I don't really want to die, just the pain to end. Stick to your mirror, fridge and carry them wherever you go. 5. Find a therapist. Most people chuck this idea thinking that people might have wrong perspective about them. But you have to open up to save yourself. 6. If urgent, please call the police or the helpline number mentioned. This won't necessarily stop your suicidal thoughts, but they will stop you from going through with the act. After hearing you, they can take you to the ER where you'll be safe. Don't forget, help is only one call away. 7. Find out what's hurting you and make changes to it. Have patience. Figure out what exactly makes you upset or triggers you to commit suicide. Don't forget, miracles do happen. 8. Whatever you do, please don't lose hope. We know it's easier said than done, but committing suicide will end everything, including the amazing days you won't be alive, for every problem can be fixed.
Signs of a suicidal person. A person who wants to suicide experiences hopelessness because this person undergoes to extreme sadness and is unable to control it and thus feels hopeless. Next, this person will slowly withdraw from his close friends and family, and then will try to indulge into self-harmful behaviors such as intaking a lot of drugs or alcohol at a time. Then you'll also observe sudden change in personality, like what this person might generally do on normal days. This person might suddenly change and avoid doing stuff like that. Then a suicidal person is likely to suicide when he undergoes through traumas or loses a loved one, or there is breakup, their marriage, or with their loved ones. And lastly, the person will talk about suicide as only escape. So these are some of the signs of a suicidal person. Signs of a suicidal person.
is only people with mental disorders are suicidal. The fact is, many individuals with mental illness are not affected by suicidal thoughts, and not all people who attempt or die by suicide have mental illness. Relationship problems and other life stresses like criminal or illegal matters, persuasion, loss of home, death of a loved one, illnesses, trauma, sexual abuse, rejection, impending crisis are also associated with suicidal attempts. Second myth is suicide attempt should be treated by family members and friends. The fact is, suicide attempt should be treated by a professional and well-trained psychiatrist or a psychologist. They are specialized in diagnosing and treating people with mental illnesses. Psychiatrists have deep understanding of physical and mental health and how they affect each other. Family members and friends can help in assist the treatment. Third myth is suicide attempt happen very sudden. The fact is there are warning signs verbally and behaviorally. It is important to learn and understand the warning signs associated with suicide. Many individuals who are suicidal may only show one sign to those closest to them. His loved ones may not recognize what's going on, which is how it may seem like the suicide was sudden or without warning.
How to help a suicidal person? The one way that you can help a suicidal person is by comforting them. People think about suicides for different reasons, such as mental illness, traumatic stress, and substance abuse, and social isolation. If you are ever worried that someone may be thinking about suicide, talk to them. Ask them about how they are feeling. Talking to someone about their suicidal thoughts reduces the chance of them trying to end their life. You can help someone who is feeling suicidal by listening to them without judging them. Small gestures such as saying hello or a smile or checking up on them very often can make a big difference to someone how they feel about themselves. The main help that you can offer a suicidal person is by making sure they are receiving professional help, such as a guidance counselor or a psychiatrist. Show them some support. Speak from the heart. Validate and show openness. Keep them talking. Avoid trying to solve their problems. Help them connect. Follow up and make them feel important.
Suicide is an occurrence that is preventable. By recognizing the signs and symptoms of suicide and knowing the available resources, then a person could react immediately to prevent it. If a person has knowledge about someone being suicidal, they can help the suicidal one and let them know that there are people out in the world that care about them.